Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to Shamine's Enchanting Adventures. So, after a hiatus, I'm beyond excited to welcome you back to my channel for our very first long video of 2024. It's been far too long since we last connected, hey? So, today marks the beginning of a new chapter, and what better way to kick it off than by diving into 25 captivating debate questions? So, as we go on with the video, let's celebrate the joy of reconnecting, the thrill of exploration, and the beauty of shared discourse. Thank you for your patience and your support and your unwavering enthusiasm. Here's to a year filled with meaningful conversations and endless possibilities. So let's get right into the video, shall we? So I wrote everything down. Don't be surprised when I'm looking down. I wrote everything down, all the questions. It's 25 questions, by the way, so I can't memorize all of them. That's why I wrote everything down, right? So the first question, what do you love about debating? Right, so debate just for me, it helps with skill development, critical thinking skills, communication skills, public speaking skills, what else, research skills as well, because you'll be given a topic or motion that really needs you to do your research, or yeah, in those in those few minutes that you're given to prep up, it gives you, yeah, research skills as well. Another thing that I love about debate is the fact that it's able to take you out of your comfort zone, for someone like me who um being able to sit in front of a camera and just do this, for YouTube, that's very unlike me. So it does take you out of your comfort zone, and you are able to see things from a much bigger picture as well. Another thing is that another thing that I love about debating is that you get to meet these amazing people from different backgrounds, different cultures, people from all walks of life. And it's amazing, honestly, it's amazing. And also, when you're debating, uh, when we're given like a certain motion, people from different cultures, people who are different from you in certain ways, they will approach certain topics or certain problems in a different way that you would have never imagined. So in that way, you're learning so many things from those people. So I love meeting new people, and ever since I've started doing debate, my love for meeting different people has just blossomed, so that's what I love about debating as well. The second question, who was who was your first debate mentor and why? My first debate mentor. So because I started doing debate whilst I was still in primary school, I think it was my teacher. Her name was Miss Jackie. That was my first debate mentor. So she was the one who would teach before going to compete with other schools in the circuit. She was the one who would teach us all those things, the formats, the rules, everything. So that was my first debate mentor. Yeah. The third question, how did you overcome a debate burnout? Wow, so this is something that happened last year, 2022. I was I was someone who was like every weekend I was doing a debate. Every weekend there was a tournament, so I was doing debate, and I did have a burnout, and I I overcame it by just for the rest of like the second semester, from like, I think August or September until December. I feel like I wasn't doing any debate tournaments during the weekend. I mean, online ones. Yeah, I wasn't doing any debate tournaments, so that's how I overcame that. And debate is really it really weighs you down if you don't take a break, but it's also it's also not that bad. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I overcame my debate burnout. I just took a break. I took a break, and yeah, going in after taking a break, you're just so refreshed, and I love that about it. So my fourth question, will you say winning is very important to you? Well, Yes and no. Yes and no. Because if you win, yes, that's good. That's like the main objective of being in a tournament, right? Regardless of whether you are a judge or a speaker, winning is very important. But it's also, even if you don't win in a debate tournament, even if you don't win. So I'm speaking from a point of view of a speaker here, not a judge. If okay, both, because there's like the best speaker and the best judge, both. Even if you don't win, I feel like it's more important for you to check your own journey, in that tournament. How was it? Did I improve in certain ways? Did I Was I able to learn something? Was I able to uh, go beyond where I was, in certain tournaments, previous tournaments. So I feel like that's the win for me. Even if I am judging, I'm able to check, was that the best deliberation or the best adjudication that I could have ever given, that I've ever given. So those are the things that I check to determine whether I am improving or not. So that's a win for me. In each and every tournament, you have to check if you have improved. So that's a win for me. That's why I said yes and no. You can win, yes, good for you, that's amazing. But even if you didn't win, did you improve? Did you improve in being a speaker or in being a judge? So yeah. The fifth question: what's your favorite motion and motion type? So my favorite motion type would be this house will. Yes, this house will. Um this house will, for example, I'm just thinking of an example of emotion. um this house will this house will take people this house will take the people in power in exchange for superheroes to run the country. Yeah, that's a cool motion. Yeah, so this house will, yeah, we'll take out the people in power in exchange for superheroes to run the country. So in that motion, I love it because you're able to be creative, because this house will, you are supposed to give us ways in which the process will take place or anything of the sort. So you have to come up with the argument, that you just have to be creative. You just have to be creative in a way that I feel like it brings out improvement. It brings out improvement. You'll be able to see that, oh, so I have potential. I can think like this. So yeah, I love that motion. That's the motion that I love. So the sixth question: which role is your favorite and why? Anything that has opposition, be it leader of opposition or deputy leader of opposition. Yeah, opening government, if we're doing British parliamentary format, anything that has opposition, put me there. That's my favorite role. That's my favorite role, honestly, because I feel like I am more. I love rebuttals. I love rebuttals. I feel like I can come up with rebuttals for anything, each and everything. I could come up with rebuttals for everything, honestly. So I love opposition. I also love opposition because if it's a tough motion, I only what I only have to do is listen to the government side, and like, I have to address them, of course. I have to address their arguments and everything, but the main thing there is my rebuttals. I can make up my entire speech based on the arguments they presented and also my rebuttals on them. So that's what I love about opposition. I honestly love opposition. So if ever, so you don't choose your role, they choose it for you. So if ever I find out that I am a speaker and I am in government side, oh wow. Oh, I hate that, honestly. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do, because you just have to go for it. But I love opposition. I just love opposition. The next question, the seventh one: name a pro debater you drew inspiration from. Oh wow. So there's a few of them. Firstly, being my first ever partner in British parliamentary format. So his name is Sedge. Shout out to Sedge. So, yeah. So that's someone I drew inspiration from. Oh, so speaking of roles, whenever we got government, he would always be prime minister. Prime minister being someone who's always going to start the debate round for us, right? So he was very good at coming up with arguments, coming up with something just from the top of his head. So that was very amazing. I learned a lot from him, and yeah, I really learned a lot from him. So that's someone I drew inspiration from. Someone who's really excited about debating, and sharing his points of views, and just sitting there and listening to him. I'm like, wow, I really want to be like that as well. So that's someone I drew inspiration from. So the next question, um have I ever told lies in a debate room? Have I ever told lies? So I think there's a difference between, I mean, in terms of opposing, there's a difference between, um okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is it depends on the side that I am. No, what am I saying? Have I ever told lies in a debate room? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I feel like if you're bringing up your arguments, you also have to present facts, You also have to present facts. So I I don't think I have, but I would be lying if I said that because I don't really remember. But as far as I know, even if you want to lie, you have to present facts. So that's why I'm hesitant on why if ever I have told lies in a room. I don't think I have, honestly. I don't think I don't know. Because my biggest argument here is that if you ever have to bring up your speech and everything, like, and present things that you also have to present facts. You have to back them up with facts. But unless you have to back them up with facts, or else the other side of the house is going to be the other side of the house is going to rebut that with facts that they have, you see. So I don't think I have. So let's go to another question. So an unpopular opinion about debating. Oh yeah, I love this one. So many people think that if you are into debate, or um if ever you're to go into debating, you are good you're good in English, and that's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. It's Yeah, so unpopular opinions that you're good in English, or you're just smart. I feel like debate makes you smart, not the other way around. You don't come into debate smart, although yes, it's possible for smart people uh to come into debating and they exceed, of course. But I feel like debate makes you smart. So that's an unpopular opinion about debate, that you have to know English, or something like that. I doubt. I honestly doubt. You learn from debating. Okay, here's an example. You know how in different disciplines there's like different terminology for those particular disciplines. For example, if you're into law, there are certain words that you wouldn't find in medicine. You get me? So even in debating, when you get into debating, there is a debate lingo that you actually have to learn. So if you learn them, if you're willing to learn, then that's it. You're willing to learn, and you have a conviction that your argument you stand with your argument. Then you say exactly what you're saying, what you mean, and stand by it. Stand by your argument. Stand by your adjudication. If you are a judge. So yeah, those are unpopular opinions about debating. Honestly, if you're looking into debating and like, wow, I really want to do that, or you're looking at the benefits of debating, like I've mentioned, critical thinking skills, uh public speaking skills, communication skills, and all those, you want them, and you feel like debate could help you with developing those skills, but you're afraid that you're not good in English or anything of the sort. That's far from the truth. That's a total lie. You learn whilst you're being coached, but the important thing is that you find a coach so that you can be able to stay in touch with the debate lingo and everything. Yeah, so I think that's it. Our 10th question. At what point in your debating career did you feel you were against your principle? At what point? Uh, I would say that when you're debating, there's certain motions that come, and you are in government side, you have to be proposing and you have to stand with the motion, and you actually, in reality, you don't stand with any of those things, but you actually have to stand with them because you're now debating, and it doesn't matter what you believe or not, but you just have to stand with the motion, right? So I feel that's the only, but I have never come across a motion that I had to go against my principles. I don't think so. So no, 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 no. I haven't. I haven't. Hey, I haven't. I only just had to supply facts and stand with, knowing very well that I want to win. I will do each and every. I will research on each and everything that will make me win and stand by. You actually have to be informed as well. But if you're not about a certain topic, just do your research and maximize your prep time. So no, I don't think there's ever been a time where I had to be against my principles. No, no, not that I can think of. So I don't think there is. The second question being, has debating changed the way you view things? 1000%. So, with debating, you, like I said in the beginning about getting out of your comfort zone, you get to see the bigger picture about life. I mean, I'm 22 years old, and you have this beautiful life ahead of you, and you just want to do each and, I mean, you would regret at a later stage in your life, you would regret not doing things whilst you still had the chance to do. So I feel like that's debating. It has changed my it has changed my view of things in that regard, getting out of my comfort zone, knowing that I can do each and everything that I can put my mind into, knowing that I can, no one's really into your business. No one, I mean, people are focused on their lives. People are focused in their lives. No one's really into you that much. So don't care what people think. Just stand on your principles, stand on what you believe in, stand in your values, and stand by them. Stand by them. Just know yourself and know what you want, and know that you're in your own lane. That's what debate has also taught me about the way I view things as well. And I've also I've also got to know that the people we refer to as being smart, or wow, they're so articulate, on certain topics or anything of the sort, the people we view as that are people who actually have to, there are people who have certain insecurities that whatever they do, they are trying to go beyond what they think of themselves. Yeah, so I feel like those people that we see and we admire so much, behind the scenes, it takes a lot of strength to do what they're doing. So I feel like that's one thing about debate, that whenever I see someone doing whatever it is that they're doing and they're good at it, I am content in knowing that I can also do that. I can also do that if I put my mind into it. It's not rocket science. I can also do that. So yeah, that's it. The next question, a word you can do without while speaking. A word I can do without while speaking at a debate tournament is, I think you've also noticed I use the word right a lot after each and every sentence. I use that word a lot. Like even in debating, I use right after each and every sentence. I use right, 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 right. And also the word like, I use that. Oh, the main one that I do is when I'm saying something, I love saying I cannot, in a quote, I cannot stress this enough, or my partner and I haven't stressed have cannot stress this enough, and da 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 da, you know. So those are the words that I love, that I cannot do without while speaking honestly. Even when I'm giving oral adjudication after a debate round, those are the words that I cannot do without. Yeah. The next question being, anyone who you can appreciate, or appreciate anyone in the second. I would love to appreciate Samuel Ayodele. So he is someone who has been such a great inspiration to me, you know, and also gave me a lot of insight into the debate community. Coming to the debate community as an independent adjudicator, he's someone who's been very, 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 very open with everything in the debate community and everything. So I feel like, yeah, anyone that I can appreciate in the debate community rather. So that's him. He's been very, even when he's very busy, but even when you're like, hey, can you please help me with this and everything, he gave up his time and just help you with it. So that's someone I really, really appreciate. So shout out to Samuel all the way from Nigeria. Shout out to him. The next question: what's your favorite debate memory? My favorite debate memory was the first time my partner and I got a first in a debate round. I remember that vividly. It was the Jose Rambo 2022 Jose Rambo. That was the first time my partner and I ever got a first. And it was the last debate of the day. It was the last debate round of the day. I think it was the third or fourth round. But yeah, at the very first day, that was like my favorite debate memory, because it felt so good. Winning feels good actually. And what was very great about that moment was that we were given a motion, and when we were prepping, or when we were like coming up with the arguments and everything, we were government side. We were government side. And remember, I said I do not like government side. If it's in the opening half, we were starting the debate, right? So we couldn't have any argument whatsoever, or points. We didn't have anything, and we just had to resort to go to Google, you know. But because Google is the last resort in this, so even searching through Google, there was nothing, you guys, nothing. So we were like, you know what, let's just go in there, and the worst thing was that we thought it was only our team, we thought it was only us who didn't know. But then when we got into the debate, into the room, and we started debating, oh my god, the other teams they were worse than us, meaning truly this motion, it was really tough, and so getting that first was amazing, because it means we gave our best, and we were really good in coming up with being innovative with our ideas, because we didn't get any ideas from nowhere. We just went with what we had at that moment and improvised, you know. So that was such a good feeling. That's my favorite debate memory. And in the same light, and in whilst we're still talking about my favorite memory, my worst debate memory was also Jose Rumble 2022, the very first debate round. We were in opposition side at least, but closing half, and I was weeping. My partner was member of opposition. I was weeping, and at that point, we were up against like such great debaters in that room, honestly. And I was like, hey, I didn't know. Honestly, I was just like, okay, I'm writing down what they're saying in order to address it and everything, but I am whipping. And also, I don't have to come up with new arguments, obviously, but what am I going to do? Because these people are so good, and there's honestly nothing that I can do to put our team to that, to another level or anything, you know. So it was a tough debate, and when I got there, when I stood in front of them, my voice just betrayed me. I don't know what happened, but because I was too nervous, I was nervous not because I was standing in front of them. Remember, debate gives you public speaking skills, yes. So I was not nervous because of that. I was nervous because I didn't have anything at all that I was going to defend my case or our case. I didn't have anything. So when I stood in front of there, my voice just became this squeaky bad voice, and I was actually like, can I please have water? And they were kind enough to give me water, and they were also kind enough to say, take your time, it's okay. And I was so embarrassed, you guys. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, after a few minutes, I calmed down, and I was proud of myself that I could be able to say a few things. I could be able to take a few minutes. I think it was like 6 or 5 minutes. Yeah, I was actually proud of myself, but it was actually the worst debate memory, because the way my voice betrayed me. Yeah, wow. Anyway, the next question being, if you were no, how do you maximize your prep time? Okay, so different debate formats have different prep time. British parliamentary format has 15 minutes for you to prepare before going on to debate. They will release a motion, and then you will go and prepare for 15 minutes, right? So how do I maximize that prep time? Firstly, because I'll be with my partner. Firstly, for me, I I want to I want to research and write out my arguments and my points first before I can discuss anything with my partner. That's just me. And after that, I can discuss it with my partner and see how we can allocate the arguments and everything, because usually if we are in government and my partner is prime minister, he will need to have more points, because if I'm coming in as deputy prime minister, I'm just going to address what the opposition leader just said and rebut everything. So I actually have a few points because of the rebuttals as well. But yeah, I will have my own points as well. He will have his or hers, if yeah, debating, depending on the debate partner that I have at that moment. And then after that, we deliberate in those 15 minutes. And you would think 15 minutes is a lot of time, but it isn't. But you get to a point where even 10 minutes or 9 minutes, you can come up with a debate speech, right? It depends on the levels of debaters. There are pro debaters who can do that. But for me, I feel like I haven't gotten to that point. I actually have to sit down by myself and think of points, write them down, each and everything. And then afterwards, I discuss with my partner and see the way forward. Yeah, that's me. Uh, the next question. Someone you want to meet in a room. Someone I want to meet in a room, regardless of whether I'll be judging or speaking. It would be okay. I've mentioned Samuel, right? So I would love to meet Samuel in a room. I haven't as a speaker. I haven't judged with him. We have judged the same debate tournament, but we've never judged the same um debate room. Get what I mean? So yeah, I would love to meet him. Um, would you be speaking, judging, or observing? Judging comes first for me. I love judging. Judging and speaking. Observing, if maybe there's something that I want to learn, but I would rather be involved as a speaker or a judge, honestly, not as an observer. I would only observe it's if I'm not, no, honestly, I don't think I would observe. I would be involved as a speaker or a judge. That's me. um Another question. If you could meet a judge physically, who would it be? I would love to meet Benjamin Gore. I would love to meet Benjamin Gore. I would love to meet uh Toby. I would love to meet Toby. I would love to meet I would love to meet what's it? I would love to meet Joy Hadome. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but yeah, I would love to meet those people. Yeah. Another question. How do you balance debating with your life? Right. A very important question. So the first thing is that debate debate is life, you guys. Debate is life. So each and everything is debate. Um even when I'm attending my classes, I would just be thinking of how can I rebut this if I was in a debate round. Even if I'm speaking to someone, I use those skills that I gained from debating, that I developed from debating and everything. So debate is life. There's no balancing when it comes to that. However, there's also this aspect of debate tournaments being every weekend, right? So in that aspect, I try to attend debate tournaments where I feel like there's a large what is this, many people are attending. I try to attend those debate tournaments and also look at the cap, look at which debate tournament it is, and yeah, I attend those. But then if I feel like I have a debate burnout, like I said in the beginning, or if I feel like um I have I feel like I have other things to attend, and there's a debate tournament during the week or during the weekend, or I have to attend church, you guys, during the weekend, I would actually just try to balance things out by saying, okay, how important is this debate tournament that I can miss church, or how important is it? And that's how I balance things out. But when it comes to education, my academics and debate, there's no balancing things out, because debate actually helps you with everything that's happening, and actually helps me in my academics. Yeah. The second question, did listen to this. Did you find love in debating? If yes, how? I mean, you guys, you imagine you're stressed, you're stressed. If you're a speaker, you're stressed. The 15 minutes prep time, you have to come up with arguments. After that, after a debate tournament and you've gone back to your room, you're just thinking of how the debate round went. You're also prepping up for the next day. If you're an adjudicator, you also have to prep up your adjudication skills. You also have to do all those things. You're after debating, you have to give oral adjudication, also personal feedback after the debate round. The speakers come to you to ask for advice and everything, how they went and how they can improve, what not to do, what to do. So you can imagine the amount of stress you're under, the amount of pressure you're under. So my point is, how do you how do you get time? Where do you get the time to be falling in love? Where do you get the time to be falling in love in such an environment? So no, no, no. I haven't found love in debating, because that's not my focus when I'm debating. When I'm debating, my focus is on my improvement, and everything. So yeah. What advice would you give a newbie, someone who is new to the debating community? First of all, I have a coach. Find a coach, someone who will coach you. It's very, very important. Um, Go through debate videos on YouTube, any platform basically, but go through debate videos of other pro debaters. Do that. Another thing is reach out to pro debaters, reach out to them, and you'll find out that these people are some of the nicest people, and they are willing to help, they're willing to share their knowledge and everything. Reach out to them, they will help you. As long as you're reaching out to them with good intentions and everything, they will help you. So do that. Have a coach. Go through debate videos, debate content, debate books, debate everything, and have reach out to debaters that you see. It's either on any platform, Facebook, mostly Facebook. Facebook helps a lot. Facebook, Instagram, or any platform. Just reach out to them. These people are good people. They will help you out. That's my advice as well. And you can also join a debate union. Join a debate union. If you're at university, join a debate union. If you are at school, find someone who is coaching debate. If you're beyond that, just try to reach out to people. Just do that. Yeah. What the second last question? What's the toughest you have had to do in a room? What's the toughest I've ever had to do in a room? Toughest thing. I would say Do you remember when I said when I was talking about my worst experience? Yeah, that was the toughest thing I've ever had to do, to stand up there without knowing what I'm going to say, because on obviously these people I have nothing to address because everything that they gave out was just amazing. And yeah, that was the toughest thing I had to do. That's why I said I was proud of myself, that I was able to say something, that I was able to come up with something. So I was like, I thanked God for that day. Honestly, I was able to also finish like 6 to 5 minutes saying something. I don't know what, but I said something, so that was the toughest I've ever had to do. The last question: is debate politics real? Debate politics, yeah, most definitely. Debate politics is real, most definitely. I don't like it. Don't think there's anyone who loves debate politics, but debate politics is real, and it's inevitable, by the way, but it's something that we just have to live with. Hopefully, we don't have to live with it. If we obviously have to make a change, but debate politics is real, and for I hope for change. I wish there could be change, because debate politics covers so many things. So in just uh to include everything, I just hope there will be change, going forward. So yeah, debate politics is there, honestly. That brings us to the end of the video. Your engagement means a lot to me. So let's carry the conversation spark today down in the comment section below. I genuinely appreciate diverse perspectives. So until next time, remember to keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep spreading the love of thoughtful discourse. Take care, stay curious, and remember, debate is life. See you in the next video.